Listen, man, are you on that Drake song, bro? Because everybody keep asking me about it. Some people say that God's plan thing, bro. I seen a freestyle if you did kind of rap
no
into
comment.
it.
I can't
You
speak
can't talk about
on
it?
it.
2 days later.
If you recently watched my video on 6ix9ine getting all Mr. Steal Your Girl on Trippie Redd, you might be noticing that I left out one salient little detail.
Oh, you switched up on X to fuck with Drake cause you a clout dick-riding demon.
Yes, during their brutal war of words, 6ix9ine made several assertions that Trippie Redd was clout-chasing Drake. And in one comment reminded everybody that after all of the clout gobbling was said and done, Drake still took Trippie off of the song. What song, you ask? Well, only a little-known tune called God's Plan. So it turns out that God wasn't on Trippie's side. But how did Trippie Redd end up getting roasted by 6ix9ine for blowing the opportunity of a decade? Trippie Redd first begun boasting about his relationship with Drake around October 2017. In fact, on his Instagram story, Trippie Redd posted a picture of Drake as a child, weirdly printed on a pizza box that was handed out at his 31st birthday, his re-bar mitzvah. This would actually be the first time that Drake would be implicated in the Pizzagate scam. I've said too much. Trippie also posted an image of Drizzy's platinum plaque for Take Care with the caption, Larry's Office. This was likely a reference to Apple Music executive Larry Jackson. But if this story is anything to go by, it might as well stand for Larry David.
You guys plan on working on another record together?
Yeah, no, we definitely still talking shit. Hell yeah. Nah, hell yeah.
Drake had commented on this picture and had been spotted liking other posts by Trippie, and Trippie had even shared some of their private DMs. Though to be fair, this wouldn't be the first time that Drizzy was caught out DMing a teenager on Instagram. Okay, I'll stop. And then DJ Flip, who'd produced Trippie's songs Rack City, Love Scars 2 and Blade of Woe, tweeted about this Drake collaboration, confirming its existence. And Trippie later explained just how he'd met Drake to hip-hop's second favourite basement-dwelling hip-hop commentator right after Trap Lil Ross, DJ Academics.
Hey, how'd y'all link up, though?
His homie OVO CJ, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He around, and he had hit him up about me because he wanted to know me because I was going to the club with Wayne, and he seen me. He had said he been listening to my music. I dapped him up and I said I appreciate it, and I walked away. But then, and he had DM'd me too.
So OVO CJ had connected them just after Trippie had hit the club with Wayne.
I'm seeing double here.
4 Trippies! But this chat with DJ Academics was illuminating in other ways because it took place just days before God's Plan would be released solo as part of Drake's Scary Hours EP. Initially, in the conversation, Trippie's going on like he's going to be included on the song, but acts like he can't speak on it because it's top secret.
I do gotta ask you, listen, man, are you on that Drake song, bro? Because everybody keep asking me about it. Some people say that God's Plan thing, bro. I seen a freestyle if you did kind of rap
no
into
comment.
it.
I can't
You can't talk about it?
Act.
Nah, I feel it. Perfect answer. You can't listen. That no comment is the answer. Don't worry about it.
But Academics must have been on his Acadamus that day because he goes on to suggest that Drake's camp was pissed off that Trippie's team had leaked the song earlier and that perhaps he might be getting taken off of the song for that exact reason.
I heard people were upset. Like that snippet that came out on New Year's Eve. I heard OVO is a little bit upset that snippet that you played it or your DJ played at a party because that was a record for you to work on. You feel me? And like they didn't want it like played like that. You feel me?
And Academics must have had a crystal ball or a wiretap in the OVO compound because 2 days after that conversation took place, God's Plan dropped, and as expected, Trippie was nowhere to be seen or heard.
Okay, and the other part of that is that because of that, I heard that shit, Drake might not put that record out how we thought it was gonna come out. So that's why I was like, damn, man. That's what I was saying to you, like, yo, you gotta keep this shit tucked before you really, you know what I mean, shoot off.
Trippie Redd later said that the reason he wasn't on God's Plan was because he didn't record his verse in time, that he had 2 shows going on, and that he had the flu.
The last day, he hit me up to finish it. I had a show where it was a venue that holds like 3,000 people. And it was like, I had 2 shows that night. I had packed it out twice. So I had to perform, go upstairs, change my outfit, and come back down to a whole new crowd. And I had the flu.
Damn.
Hell yeah. So after that, it was like my voice was gone. I was fucked up, sleepy. I said, fuck that shit.
It wasn't in the cards.
Yeah.
Nice one, Trippie. You might as well have said your dog ate your verse.
Mom, a dog ate my
God's Plan verse. And whilst there was probably some truth to what Trippie said, as academics and many others had speculated, it seemed the real catalyst for Trippie being taken off of that song was the leak of the snippet that had happened previously. As he explained, his DJ had played a snippet of that song with a Trippie Redd tag at the start of it at a New Year's party.
And my DJ went to like a party in New York and like put like "I love Trippie Redd" in front of the guys playing beat, and then the song was about to come on, and then he turned it off. But it's like.
And Trippie confirmed that Drake's team was indeed pissed that this had been played without prior permission.
Was Drake mad when he heard the snippet, or he didn't care?
It wasn't him, it was his team. He just wanted me to finish it.
Trippie's DJ actually admitted on Twitter that he had indeed played the song, but he defended himself, downplaying this, suggesting that that snippet of that song had already been circling its way around the industry like an STD in the OVO house. But apparently playing that snippet on New Year's just got the song too much buzz, and Drake's team ultimately decided to capitalize on all of that attention by releasing the song sooner without waiting for Trippie to put his verse on it. So you can kind of put all of that blame on Trippie's DJ for blowing this massive opportunity for him. But I bet the girls at that New Year's Eve party were super impressed, am I right? Really though, I mean, Drake is literally the biggest name in the game. Why would you blow your load early trying to impress thoughts on New Year's Eve when you could have jumped on that song and got yourself a lifetime supply of clout cabbage? I mean, God's Plan was quite literally the biggest rap song of the year. And in 2018, you pretty much couldn't leave your house without hearing some basic bitch yelling, "I only love my bed and my mama, I'm sorry." It was a hot line, to be fair. I mean, God's Plan won the Grammy for Best Rap Song, and it got 2 other nominations, Best Record and Song of the Year.
God's Plan!
The track was #1 on Billboard for 11 weeks. It was #1 in 14 other countries, and it was top 10 in 9 more countries. It was top 10 for 26 weeks and stayed on the Billboard charts for 36 weeks. It went 11 times platinum in the US, 8 times platinum in Canada, 2 times platinum in the UK, and won plaques in 10 more countries. The track was the most streamed song of the entire year of 2018 on both Spotify and Apple Music. And to add insult to injury, while there's no public information on exactly how much money Drizzy made from the song, a lot, judging by the fact that by August 2018 alone, it had racked up a 956 million streams on Spotify, raking in a cool $2.6 million. Just on Spotify. That doesn't include Apple Music or other physical sales or streams that this song would have pulled money in from. That is a hell of a bag to miss out on, Trippie. And he even admitted to missing out on a huge opportunity on Instagram. Trippie awkwardly fumbled through this interview with Big Boy a week later, suggesting that he might have something with Drizzy dropping further down the line.
We got songs.
How many?
We got songs.
You got one on you? You want me to world premiere one?
Let's listen
I put
to
Big
one.
Boy all over the drops.
You want to say a lyric from one?
But it's done.
They in the works. They still need to be mixed and mastered.
He's smart.
Yeah, I also think they need to be made beyond figments of your imagination first. Because here we are, a year later, and those collaborations have still never seen the light of day. And in that same Complex interview, he did finally stop the capping and admit that the one song that he had worked on with Drake was indeed God's Plan.
I had one song with Drake, and that was the God's Plan shit.
Okay, that was the only one.
I didn't finish that shit.
Copy.
That's it.
And that's the story of how Trippie Redd blew one of the biggest bags in hip-hop history, just because his DJ wanted to impress some thoughts at a New Year's party. And now we can only imagine just what God's Plan would have sounded like had Trippie Redd been on there. Probably something like this.
I've been running with the new whip. I've been running with the new. Hey. Yeah!
And beyond the Shannon Briggs-sized L that he took for missing out on the God's Plan placement, there was another big L that Trippie took through the course of this, because an unintended consequence of cozying up to Drizzy Drake was pissing off his close buddy, XXXTentacion, kicking off a beef between the two of them, causing X and 6ix9ine to switch sides and create a Trippie-hating alliance. So what went down in the Trippie Redd versus XXXTentacion and 6ix9ine beef? Tune in next time on Trap Law Ross to find out. We're doing cliffhangers like Netflix out here now, baby. Look out for the next video based on the beef between Trippie and X. I know some people didn't want to see 3 Trippie Redd videos in a row. Just made a lot more sense for me researching these stories all at the same time to put these out back to back. So I hope you do enjoy, and after the next one, we'll be moving on to some very exciting stories. So thank you to everybody that's been watching and supporting and liking and subscribing. Be sure to support the channel by heading over to traplaw.com and copying some of the Trap Law clothing line that I've created. And until next time, peace out.